Alex Pereira isn't going to look at the board and go, Ankalaev is a problem for me, or he's a squash match for me, or he's my hardest opponent, and therefore I won't do it. Alex Pereira is a goddamn macho. He'll look at Ankalaev and say, that's probably a squash match, it certainly is historically. That is my hardest challenge. Make sure I have that guy next. That's how he works. And if we have to get him beat, if he's going to prove his greatness, but defeat comes along the way, if he's one of these guys that falls forward, and thus far is exactly what he is, then maybe Ankalaev is exactly the guy we should be calling.
I'm going to go with Alex winning that fight already because I don't think Ankalaev has to stand up. Now, he does have the wrestling advantage, but it's going to be very hard for him. He has to go across the board to get to Alex. And when he goes across that board, he's going to have to deal with the calf kick, but he can also use that to take him down. And he's also going to have to deal with Alex's hands, left hook, and a jab, and uppercut. So it's going to be a very, very tough fight.
I did say the same thing. And then I was doing a little bit of research and digging into this Rakic Ankalaev fight. And other than Blachowicz, there's not a shit ton of takedowns that Magomed Ankalaev actually shoots. He's ended up on top. He's ended up on top a couple times.
If you're looking at it and you're going to be honest about it, you're saying, look, how does Ankalaev lose the fight? He stands up with Alex Pereira and doesn't wrestle. That's how you lose that fight. It's not about how do you win it. Everyone knows how do you win it. How do you lose it? Exactly what he has been saying he's going to do. I'm going to stand up with him and I will knock him out.
Yeah.
Bad choice. Bad choice. You never ever play into your opponent's strengths. Why are you going to fight a fight where I'm going to say, okay, what are you best at? That's what I'm going to go after.
Yeah.
It's dumb. It's dumb. Never play another man's game.
I don't think he's going to be that guy who's constantly looking for the takedown. He may try, but he may find himself very tired because I think Pereira knows how to stall the action on the ground. He knows how to get back to his feet. And Ankalaev is not really this kind of submission machine where he's super dangerous, on your limbs or on your neck or anything like that. So, yeah, I still think that that's going to be a very interesting fight to gauge exactly where Pereira's grappling or anti-grappling game is. And yeah, I mean, Ankalaev isn't that dude who's just constantly shooting on you and can do that for 25 minutes. He should if you're going to face someone like Pereira, but I don't think he's that guy.
The way that Pereira comes forward versus how Magomed likes to set up his counters and set up from his striking, he will catch him. He will hit him. He definitely will get hit. No ifs, ands, but I have no doubt in my mind that he will be able to hit him. You know what I mean? Ankalaev hitting Pereira.
Yeah.
I have no doubt in my mind about that at all. The thing is, Alex is crafty, and he may come with something that he don't see, that he wasn't expecting, and then end up actually turning into that even striking match. Now, when it becomes that even striking match, where Pereira gets comfortable with what he's seeing, you might want to start wrestling then. And I don't think he takes clean shots that well. I don't think Ankalaev takes clean shots that well. Yeah. Johnny Walker, if you go back and watch the first fight between him and Johnny Walker, that first round, Johnny Walker had him rattled, dude. He had him confused. He had him flustered. He couldn't really figure him out.
There's no doubt that Ankalaev is a better wrestler and probably could be his kryptonite. But will he wrestle? He's been publicly speaking about how he's going to knock out Alex Pereira. That's all he's talked about. He hasn't said, I'm going to take you down and knock you out. He has said, I'm going to knock him out. He's even said he's going to knock him out on the feet. So if he wrestles, yes, he could be Alex Pereira's kryptonite. But I doubt he'll wrestle. He said too much stuff, and I think he truly believes that he can knock him out on the feet. But I think if he does knock him out on the feet, he needs to wrestle first. He needs to open up the wrestling a little bit to let the hands go freely, because Alex will be then a little bit more hesitant to focus on taking on the defensive takedowns versus letting the hands go.
And whether or not Magomed uses that threat, that's completely down to him. Maybe he doesn't. Right. Maybe he does what Colby Covington did against Leon Edwards and just didn't feel that the takedown was there and couldn't get it set up and all the rest of it. Regardless, if he doesn't do that, that's his downfall, or maybe it's not his downfall. But I'm just saying that's the only question mark. The only question mark still remaining. And then after that, if he does do that, I mean, the question is, Because this is the question that's going round. Is Alex Pereira the pound for pound #1 fighter in mixed martial arts?
With that being said, what does Ankalaev bring to the table that will be different outside of wrestling? Because on the feet, if Pereira is good enough to stop at least a couple of those takedowns and land some damage, it makes a fight that interesting. With that being said, can Ankalaev do something similar? Can he get the takedown? Could he keep him down? I'm pretty sure if he takes him down, there's going to be a good chance that he can keep a guy like Pereira down who's not as well versed on the ground. But I'm sure he will be doing a lot of homework, studying for those tests to make sure he can pass with flying colors. But the stand-up department, every single fight starts on the feet. I'm stating the obvious, but I think that's what makes this interesting. Can Pereira keep that distance, land those calf kicks? Ankalaev is well-rounded. I personally think he might be a better striker than he is an overall grappler. He's not like the Islam and the Khabib or Umar or Sharyukin. He's not as well-versed in all his grappling, at least from the fights I've seen.
There are whispers that are now becoming more loud because he has not had to face anyone that truly has the ability to ground him and keep him there. But is that true? Jan Blachowicz took him down. Jan Blachowicz controlled him in the first round. He's been taken down before. Jan is the best wrestler he's faced. But, Chael, as you pointed out time and time again, Ankalaev can wrestle. He really can. But he's a striker himself. He is not John Jones, who can strike but is a wrestler. He is not a guy like Phil Davis or Ryan Bader or myself or all those guys that are that can strike, but we want to wrestle. So it's not like everybody's like, well, he hasn't fought Ankalaev, that's why he's scared of Ankalaev. Dude is not afraid of anybody. He'll fight anyone, but I think that he needs to go out there and beat this guy. Then if he does that, everybody will have nothing to say about Alex Pereira or his title reign.
But when you're talking about the skill set of what he brings, what he's doing, what he's transitioning to, how he's holding them down, it doesn't seem as well versed as some of those other guys who are known for their grappling skills, if that makes sense. So I'm not knocking, I'm not saying he doesn't have grappling, but I just don't think it's as high level as guys like that in those weight classes.
And I don't think there's anyone out there right now with the finishing ability of Alex Pereira. It is frightening what he can do. And the only discussion, the only question around Alex Pereira right now is, can he beat somebody like Magomed Ankalaev? Because that's the only style we haven't really seen. Can he stop a wrestler? That's been the whole knock on Alex Pereira. Oh, UFC are giving him fan-friendly matchups. They're giving him styles that favor him. He's a glory kickboxer. Of course he's going to beat Yuri Prohaska and Jamal Hill and all these others. These are all tremendous fighters. Israel Adesanya, so on and so forth. These are legendary, tremendous fighters, okay? But I guess stylistically, it is favorable to his style, okay? But Magomed Ankalaev is the last question. Right now, light heavyweight is full of killers, and Alex Pereira is taking them all out.
If he will fight in like he said, he will fight just in stand-up. Sorry, no. If Alex will be in his shape like he showed in the last fights, 100% no. But everything is showing that to Ankalaev that he's winning his fights right now, but he's not showing the performance, but still he's winning. So we will see. Like every time I'm saying, let the better win. But right now, how I see that, no, there is a bigger chances of the Alex.